Accra.
Good afternoon, Ghana. It's 12 o'clock. Time to reach for mobile water. Mobile water, unique in every way.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Citi News.
It's midday. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Citi Prime News. We're coming to you live from our studios at number 11, Dr. Martin Loop in Adabraka, Accra. My name is Adjuatin Krama Domina. Coming up, shutdown of Atuabo gas plant for routine maintenance sparks concerns of possible LPG shortage, but the LPG Marketers Association has debunked any possible shortage.
We had information from our regulator that the gas processing plant is going to shut down for about 2-3 weeks for a routine maintenance. So that is going to be done beginning from on Monday.
Also coming up in the bulletin, if you have bad roads in your community, there may be good news for you today as the government launches the District Road Improvement Project to address critical issues of bad and inaccessible roads across the country.
We shall undertake critical road maintenance activities, including grading and graveling of unpaved roads, performing minor spot improvement, and installing minor drainage structures.
Still ahead in the bulletin. Former Director General of the Ghana School of Law describes ambulance trial as an embarrassment to the country as he joins criticisms of the Attorney General's decision to appeal the acquittal of Kesiel Atuforsin. And later, 6 girls and 4 boys make the top 10 finalists in the 2024 Citi FM Channel 1 TV Literacy Challenge as the battle for the first position begins.
The top 10 contestants, Literacy Challenge 2024. Number 1,
Eugenia Kisiwa Frame.
Number 2,
Malike Nonu, Southbridge Montessori School, Banana Inn, Greater Accra region.
We have details of these and more stories coming your way in the next 30 minutes. The bulletin is live across the country on citinewsroom.com. Around the globe, we are also live on citinewsroom.com. We are also live on YouTube and on Facebook on Citi 97.3 FM. Across the country, again, you can find us on a number of affiliates. In the Western region, this is Beach 105.5 FM in Takoradi. In the Bunu region, find us on Greener 95.9 FM in Sunyang. If you're in the Ashanti region, this is Focus 94.3 FM in Kumasi. Orange 107.9 FM also in Kumasi. In the Volta region, Revival 99.3 FM in Tajevu. In the Northern region, Radio Bimbala 91.9 FM. In the Upper East region, Tanga 93.7 FM in Bolga. And in the Upper West region, this is Tunsong 97.3 FM in Wa and Jurapa 96.1 FM. Please stay for details.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
We're grateful you could join us this afternoon. Now, LPG Marketers Association has debunked reports suggesting an imminent shortage of the product on the market. In an interview with Citi News, the association indicated that there's enough gas to satisfy consumers despite the shutdown of the Atuabo gas plant for routine maintenance starting next week, Monday. The association's president, Gabriel Kumi, explained that all marketers have been pre-informed about the planned shutdown of the Atuabo gas plant, but there are alternative bulk distributors in Tema that have enough supply for the coming weeks.
To the best of our knowledge, there is no shortage of LPG in the system. I'm sure when you go around the gas stations in the country, you realize that all the gas stations are having products and we are serving consumers. What has really happened is that, we take about 50% of our LPG from a Atuabo gas processing plant. we had information from our regulator that the gas processing plant is going to shut down for about 2-3 weeks for a routine maintenance. So that is going to be done beginning from on Monday, Monday the 6th of or the 5th of August. But speaking to the BDCs, we have more than enough stocks in Tema. Now we have over 7 or 8 BDCs in Tema that have stock of LPG that the LPG marketing companies are lifting from. So consumers should be rest assured that there's not going to be any shortage of LPG in the system.
That's the president of the LPG Marketers Association, Gabriel Kumi. Now, away from that, the Roads and Highways Minister Francis Osenso-Boakye says the District Road Improvement Program, DRIP, will give the country's road a major facelift. Osenso-Boakye says areas with deplorable roads will be tackled by MMDAs, that's Metropolitan Municipal and District Assemblies, which are now equipped with the necessary tools. Speaking at the launch of the initiative, the minister said the project will be a game changer.
2024. We are tackling these pressing issues head-on, demonstrating our commitment to local government development and economic growth. Through this initiative, we shall undertake critical road maintenance activities, including grading and graveling of unpaved roads, performing minor spot improvement, and installing minor drainage structures. These initiatives go beyond infrastructure. They are about connecting communities, facilitating commerce, and ensuring that no part of the country is left behind. It is important to highlight that the program will complement other significant initiatives aimed at improving our road network, such as the Enhanced Maintenance Program, which was launched yesterday at the Ministry of Roads and Highways.
You heard the Roads and Highways Minister Francis Osenso-Boakye. Well, for his part, the Finance Minister Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam said the initiative will improve the economic growth of MMDAs.
Like the SME Growth and Opportunity Program, SME Go, and the Economic Road Improvement Program, which is aimed at extending roads to growth-enhancing areas of our country, we are poised to create an enabling environment for economic recovery and sustainable growth. Mr. President, through your leadership, our economic policies are producing positive results. Macroeconomic stability is returning. The economy is growing faster than initially anticipated, recording a growth rate of 4.7% in the first quarter of the year, which is higher than the 3.1% recorded in the same period in 2023. These equipments under the DRIP 2024, which, Mr. President, you are about to launch, could not have come at a better time, as they will play a catalytic role in generating economic growth across the country.
You had the Finance Minister, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam. Well, the President, Nana Akufo-Addo, was also present at the launch of the District Road Improvement Program, the DRIP program. And he says his administration has so far constructed some 12,830 kilometers of roads across the country. Nana Akufo-Addo stated that this is unprecedented in the country's history. He was speaking at the launch of DRIP today.
In the Akufo-Addo era, that's unforgivable. That's unforgivable. I hope you will allow me to withdraw that statement. The Akufo-Addo Bawumia era. We've witnessed exceptional improvements in our road network nationwide. We've successfully completed a total of 12,830 kilometers of roads across the country and added 6 more interchanges. These accomplishments include asphalt overlays, 1,936.48 kilometers, new constructions, 659.81 kilometers, graveling, re-graveling.
That's President Akufo-Addo speaking there. But let's move away from the story now. A former Director General of the Ghana School of Law, Kweku Ansah-Sarr, says the ambulance trial is an embarrassment to the nation. A court of appeal ruling on Tuesday, June 30, acquitted and discharged Kesiel Atuforsen and Richard Jakpa in the 2.37 million euros ambulance case. Now, the court's ruling has been met with jubilations by the minority in Parliament and the opposition National Democratic Congress, while the Attorney General Godfred Yeboadame insists on appealing the court's decision. Speaking to City News, Kweku Ansah-Sarr said the Attorney General should not pursue an appeal as it will reinforce perceptions of the Supreme Court doing the bidding of the executive.
There's only one conclusion, that this is one case that has embarrassed the entire nation. You and I know what has gone on before. The president has not come out to challenge the assertion by the Attorney General that it was the president, whose wish he was pursuing to secure a conviction against Atuforsen and Jakpa. Now, the president hasn't denied it, and therefore, because he hasn't denied, I take it to be true. Now, if that is so, then it means that this is a witch hunting trial. The idea that his appeal is likely to succeed on further appeal at the Supreme Court is further evidence that the Attorney General has absolute confidence in the Supreme Court doing the dirty work of the government. And this is what is baffling me. It's mind-boggling that in this whole drama, the Attorney General still believes that when he appeals to the Supreme Court will all too predictably restore the decision of the appeal court. So for me, this is one of the political witch hunts, that should not be pursued any further.
Meanwhile, on concerns of Deputy Attorney General Dinah Sunabadapa of unfair criticism of the judiciary, Kweku Ansah-Sarr said the Ministry of Justice should use this case to redeem its image.
The criminal justice system is predicated around a principle that it is better to allow 100 criminals to go scot-free than to incarcerate one innocent person. That, is embedded in our criminal justice system, and it should be upheld. Now, what the majority did yesterday was to restore confidence, the public confidence in the system, that at least on occasion, some of the judges can rise up, to uphold independence of the judiciary. So this is a decision that the Attorney General should have used, to restore confidence in a system that he himself is destroying.
Kweku Ansah-Sarr is a legal practitioner and former Director General of the Ghana School of Law. Let's move on now. The Kolebu chapter of the Federation of Allied Health Professionals will suspend outpatient services starting Friday, August 2, due to the hospital's failure to appoint an independent body to oversee its operations. The group includes the Ghana Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists, the Ghana Physiotherapy Association, and the Ghana Society of Radiographers, among 15 other professional associations. The professionals currently managed by the hospital's medical directorate argue that the affairs are not being managed properly, necessitating the creation of a directorate to oversee their affairs. Addressing the media, the local chairman of the chapter, Dr. Francis Kwachi, warned that if their demands are not addressed, a nationwide strike will begin on Monday.
If the board and management do not advertise for the position of Director of Allied Health today, and by close of today, midnight today, they don't take that step to advertise, on Thursday, that is tomorrow, we are going to start with work to rule, which will aggravate into a full-blown strike. And so on the 2nd of August, which is Friday, we are going to withdraw OPD services. And then on Monday, which is 5th August, we are going to withdraw inpatient services. And then on Tuesday, which is the 6th of August, if management still do not heed to our call, we are going to go into a full-blown strike.
As the chairman of the Kolebu chapter of the Federation of Allied Health Professionals, Dr. Francis Kwachi Entry. Some residents in the airport residential area, which shares boundaries with Jowulu in the Ayawaso West municipality, are raising concerns over the siting of a fuel station in their locality. The alleged construction of a fuel station has already received approval from the National Petroleum Authority, the NPA, while the Environmental Protection Agency is yet to approve the project, which belongs to JP Trustees Limited. Now, despite their objections at a stakeholders meeting, residents say the area is currently being rezoned to accommodate the fuel station. One of the residents who gave his name as Kojo spoke to Citi News on the matter.
It's only NPA that has granted them permit. So even though they are telling us that it's not been rezoned, we are quite alarmed because if the place is rezoned to allow these things, what if an explosion happens, for example? Right now we have a lot of businesses in the area, which means more people are in the area. That place is also a traffic zone, okay, because it cuts across through to Fiesta Royal and all that. So a lot of, and you see the roads are so narrow that tankers may not be able to be under their way very well. These are our concerns.
You had a resident in the airport residential area speaking against the construction of a filling station in their locality. You're listening to the Citi Prime News. When we return, top 10 contestants for the 2024 Literacy Challenge announced. We'll tell you who made the list as shortly. Please stay for more.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday.
Run a new search, but take note that without an antenna, you cannot access Channel 1 TV. Channel 1 TV can be accessed on any free-to-air digital box, like the DSTV and HD Plus boxes. Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Get ready for the highly anticipated announcement of the top 10 contestants for the Literacy Challenge 2024. The top 50 contestants from across Ghana took a written aptitude test last Saturday, 27th July 2024. The big question is, who will rise to the top to make the top 10 list in order to proceed to the Literacy Challenge Level 3? Stay tuned to the City Breakfast Show on 97.3 Citi FM and Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV on Wednesday, 31st July 2024 to find out as we reveal the names of our top 10 finalists for the Literacy Challenge 2024. They will move on to Level 3, the live quiz, where the top 10 contestants shall compete for the grand prize of 10,000 Ghana cedis and a trophy in a classic quiz competition. Call 0205-973-973 for more details. The Literacy Challenge 2024 is powered by Citi FM, supported by Channel 1 TV, and is sponsored by Ghana National Gas Company, Alive Soap. Feel fresh, feel alive. From the House of Wilma Africa Limited. Fortune spread for bread, yummy, delicious, always on point. Another quality product from Wilma Africa Limited. Ribby Biscuits by M4 Foods and Prospectus Ghana Limited. Your one-stop shop for all school items.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Welcome back to the news. Thank you for staying with us. Now, the Ghana Chamber of Commerce and Industry has appealed to the government to ensure accessible and affordable financial capital, along with improved infrastructure development to enable its members to seize opportunities under the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, the AfCFTA. Now, according to the Chamber, the high interest rates remain a significant concern, crippling businesses of their members. Briefing the media on the sidelines of a swearing-in ceremony for its regional executives and council members in the Eastern Regional Capital, Koforidua, the national second vice chairman of the chamber, Stephen Mason, urged government to immediately address the instability of the Ghana cedi.
Every business needs some access to capital, and then the capital also has to be affordable capital. As a chamber, we've always been advocating that the government should look at ensuring that interest rates are going down so that people can, even when they get access to it, it becomes affordable for them to attain it. So yes, infrastructure development. Recently, they're talking a lot about roads and electricity and stuff. Every business needs those things to operate well. If you manufacture and you have to export, especially now that we are within the AFTA listing, people want to export outside the country. Yes, we need to have good access to infrastructure, road infrastructure, so that all the things that we manufacture can be taken to the port of exit, either the land port or the sea port. So you need a good roads to do that. And also, we also need stable electricity. I think that is not really much of a problem, but it costs is what is also the problem.
You have the national second vice chairman of the Ghana Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Stephen Mason. Now, the concerned youth of Amuaman in the Tremangwa North District of the Ashanti region are calling for immediate action to halt the encroachment of forest reserves around the Barakese Dam. The encroachment, according to them, poses a serious threat to water supply to parts of the Greater Kumasi enclave, since the Ghana Water Company Limited relies heavily on the dam to supply water to many areas in the Ashanti region. They also expressed deep regret about the 80% reduction in forest cover due to the encroachment of the land for cocoa plantations and other activities. While in an interview with Citi News, spokesperson for the group, Otria From, emphasized their concerns, warning of a looming water crisis in part of Greater Kumasi if the encroachment is not stopped immediately.
Aside the selling of lands to those who are putting up their houses and other things over there, some individuals too are engaging in cocoa farming activities. It's about 3 kilometers from the dam to the area where the cocoa farming activities are ongoing, and then also others area that they are putting up the houses there. So this is our major concern, and we fear that, you see, if measures are not taken, they will destroy the dam. And when the dam is destroyed, it is going to affect all of us, not me alone, not you alone, but it's going to affect all of us. That is our major concern. So what they have been doing over there is that when you go there, they will tell you that, Nana Moma Hen is behind it. So when any person from Amoma go there, they will tell the person that, it is Nkunya Swanfo and who is behind that. So it was yesterday that we went there with officials from NADMO, officials from Forestry Department, that they attested that fine, it is Nkunya Swanfo who is behind this whole thing.
You heard Otria From, his spokesperson of a youth group, calling for the halt in encroachment of forest reserves in the Ashanti region around the Barakese Dam. Away from that now, the Affirmative Action Bill Coalition has affirmed its commitment to advancing gender equality in Ghana, expressing fulfillment after the passage of the Affirmative Action Gender Equity Bill by Parliament yesterday. The bill, which was laid in Parliament in October 2023, when passed into law, will address the apparent marginalization of women in key decision-making spaces in the country by ensuring a representation of at least 30% of women in public life. In an interview with Citi News, a coordinator for the Affirmative Action Bill Coalition, Becky Enyonam Ahaji, said there are a number of strategies that have been employed in the bill to follow through with its implementation.
There's a gender equity committee that is set up by the Act to see to the implementation. It will be at the Ministry of Gender. In the first schedule of this Act, there are timelines and targets. And so that is going to guide the committee to ensure that every sector is progressively working with those targets and timelines. The coalition would also, just as it provided technical support throughout the enactment process, even with the implementation, CSOs were all available to make sure that, because it's a body setup, we'll be working with bodies to ensure that. So those are the next steps. And then the other next step we have is the law goes beyond just being enacted. have sensitization. And so for our next steps, we are going to sensitize and make sure we create awareness and advocacy so people understand the impact of the law and what is required of them, especially in the private sector as well. This is a bill sponsored by the ministry. We met the president last year, actually, and he said he's willing to assist, that once we've closed the parliament hurdle, he's going to assist with.
Meanwhile, the coalition has also expressed gratitude to stakeholders for their support for this achievement, stating that this milestone shows the government's commitment to enhancing issues of gender equity in the country.
As a coalition, we're actually very excited, and we're thankful that all the hard work over the past years has finally materialized, and now we have the bill passed into law. And for us, it's not just a big win for the coalition, but most importantly for all women in Ghana, especially because the bill recognizes the fact that we have been marginalized, and it shows a commitment of the government to come up with policies and measures to ensure that we are integrated into decision-making spaces at all levels in this country. So for us, it's a big win, and also a big win for women in Ghana who have been marginalized over the years.
Becky Enyunam Ahaji is a coordinator for the Affirmative Action Bill Coalition. Now, the Ghana Journalists Association, the GJA, has issued a stern warning to politicians against assaulting journalists in the lead up to the 2024 elections. According to the GJA, politicians often take advantage of journalists' leniency and subject them to various forms of assault when tensions rise. In his address at the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference in Accra, the president of the GJA, Albert Jumfo, cautioned politicians against assaulting journalists, stating that any such incidents before, during and after the 2024 polls will be met with severe consequences.
This year, we are going to be seen as protecting the institution of state. As Barack Obama said, we need strong institutions, not strong individuals. We are going to do that. And also, I have always cautioned, and we've always said, recently, you've realized that the GJA and the other media bloc has formed an alliance called the Media Coalition. And we have started cautioning and exposing unprofessional and unethical behavior in the media among our members. And let me take opportunity to once again caution politicians, group of persons who have the tendency of attacking journalists, that in this election, if you don't have the temperature or commitment to accommodate journalists, you stay away from us. Because if you come to us with hostility, we welcome you with hostility.
You heard the president of the Ghana Journalists Association, Albert Jumfo. And now the top 10 finalists of the Literacy Challenge 2024 have been announced. The top 10 includes 6 girls and 4 boys from junior high schools across the country. The unveiling of the top 10 finalists marks an exciting journey through the competition's second stage, which saw the top 51 contestants partake in an aptitude test on Saturday, July 27. Now, the top 10 contestants from across Ghana will move on to level 3, where they shall compete for the grand prize of 10,000 Ghana cedis and a trophy in a classic quiz competition. Head of Programs Production at Channel 1 TV and Citi FM Apio Koseram Sean Abe made the announcement.
In no particular order. First on our list is Eugenia Kisiwa Frimpong from St. Anthony RCJHS in Koko, Eastern Region.
All the way in the Eastern Region.
All the way in the Eastern Region.
Congrats to her.
Then we have Malika Nonu from Southbridge Montessori School, Banana in Greater Accra Region.
Wow.
Frederick Loko from the Covenant Presbytery School in Jorolu in the Greater Accra Region.
Wow.
Oliver Kwachiamwa from Jaira International School, Ashama, Greater Accra Region. Jaira again, and don't forget that our reigning champion from 2023 attends Jaira International School. Lucas Clifford Eyiram from Ebenezer High Academy in Odupong of Akor Central Region. Lois Entry Sumwa, Blessed Redeemer School in Koko, Eastern Region.
Okay, Eastern Region is featuring
it
this
is. It's popping up.
Yeah.
Felicia Ade Sedinam Nikwe, Christ the King International School, and that, of course, is in Cantonment, Greater Accra Region.
Yeah.
Lillian Amwako Silicon Valley International School in Ofanko, Greater Accra region.
Yeah.
Amabuatema Samoa, Jaira International School.
Hey, 2 from Jaira. Wow.
Yeah, so 2 from Jaira in the top 10. And last but definitely not the least, Kelvin Kojo Fori from the Agri Memorial International School, Kanda, Greater Accra region. These are our top 10 for the Literacy Challenge 2024. But let's not forget that the Literacy Challenge is an effort to find outstanding all-round students. So you see, you may not be the strongest in writing, but you're strong enough to show up.
Yes.
You may not be the strongest in a written test, but you're strong enough to show up. And you may not be the strongest in a quiz, but you can deliver enough to get to the end of the tunnel. And that's what it's all about. So it's not like...
That's the head of programs production at Channel 1 TV and Citi FM up here called Seyram Ashon Abe. Well, we wish all the contestants congratulations to the top 10 finalists, and we wish them all the best as they compete for the grand prize of the Literacy Challenge 2024. And that's it for today's edition of the Citi Prime News, which has been live from our studio in Adabraka, Accra. For more stories, please log on to citinewsroom.com. My name is Ajua Tinkrama Domna. Thank you for your company. Good afternoon.
City News. We speak first. Reach our hotline on 0302-224959 and get interactive on Facebook, Citi 97.3 FM, and on Twitter at Citi 973.